Hi, I'm Molly Bolster. I'm the director of the Gundalow Company, and our mission with the newly built Piscataqua, our new Gundalow, is protecting the Piscataqua region's maritime heritage and environment through education and action. We fulfill our mission in a number of ways using the Piscataqua as a floating classroom. We do sails for the public all summer long. We had 3 trips a day, 5 days a week. We also do private charters. We have evenings with live music on board. But our real reason for existing is our school program. And we do school programs in the spring and the fall. We try to run 5 days a week, mostly in the mornings. And we're trying to reach 2,000 students through our new program.
My name's Matt Glenn, and I'm captain of the new Gundalow Piscataqua. With this Gundalow, we offer trips for the public, sometimes with a speaker or music, and we offer trips for school groups, typically 2.5-hour trips where we see the river from a different side. Here from Portsmouth and other places.
Very hands-on. We have an offering of a combination of helping to steer the boat, some navigation, setting the sail, also doing some water sampling, talking about what lives in an estuary, what is a watershed, what is the human impact, our impact on this watershed as we're all living here, and what are some things we can all be doing to become stewards of this area.
My name is Megan Glenn, and I am the onboard educator on the Gundalow Piscataqua. With the school group, I'm in charge of teaching them science or navigation or some of the human impact.
What's the next thing you think we have to do? My name is Sue Kaufman. I'm an educator deckhand on the Gundalow Piscataqua. On the Gundalow, I lead school groups through interactive activities. We divide the classroom into 2 groups. One of them does hands-on science activities. The other group does navigation and some hands-on activities that relate to the human impact on the river through history. Because those lines are on the dock side, and the crew has got to work those lines.
My name is Frank Stewart, and I'm an educator deckhand with the Gundalow Company. We show them various things. One of the things I've been doing recently is the navigation station, where we teach them basic elements of coastal navigation.
There's another captain, Paul Pelletier, who will sometimes run the vessel. He's been a captain for UNH for many years, working on research vessels. We start every trip with a safety briefing. If the younger students will put into life vests, and we'll talk about different safety features, the lifelines, and staying out of the way of the running rigging, the ropes that control the sail.
My other job on the Gundalow, the title being educator deckhand, is the deckhand duties. So that requires line handling dock lines. I'm very frequently called a jumper, which means I jump from the boat to the dock and tie the boat up once it reaches the dock. Also untie the lines and jump back on the boat when we're leaving the dock.
My name is Heather Fromey. I'm an educator deckhand. On the school cruises, it rotates. I sometimes do the human impact or science or navigation.
The first thing that we do that's really hands-on is setting the sails, so they help to do that. We have half of them on the main sheet, so they're pulling, and then we have the other half on the brails, and they're just easing the brails out, which is an easier job, but then that group also strikes the sail at the end of the trip, so then they also get to pull on things as well.
We've incorporated sea shanties now, so we get to do a working song. A sea shanty is a song that it doesn't mean you have to have good rhythm or time, but it's a way to make everyone work together and realize the importance of teamwork so it doesn't fall on just one person.
One of the fun aspects for me of a school trip is that each of the students has a turn at the wheel, often 2 at a time on either side here, but it means that for half the trip I'm not steering, or I'm only steering by voice. I'll tell them which way to turn. They'll get to figure out how the wheel is linked to the rudder, and also have a look at our compass, learn a little navigation.
I keep it pretty basic. I say, what do you think this tool is that Captain Matt uses? They generally come up with the word compass, and what does a compass show? Obviously it shows direction. What direction are we going now? And we talk about the 4 directions and the degrees between each one. Then we might compare it to some handheld compasses.
One of the things about navigation is understanding where you are at the present time. So in order to determine that in coastal navigation, we use this hand-bearing compass. And it's used to take a bearing, so the number of degrees between where we are on the boat and a known point of land. So what we'll do is take the number of degrees, say it's 170 degrees. The kids can read that off of this. We then go down to the chart we have on there. You see where it says degrees? Looks like 120 degrees.
How does it feel? The plankton net is a lot of fun. We do it on our public sails also. A lot of people really enjoy it.
All right, so we're gonna put this plankton net into the water.
We get the kids, they are the ones that are holding the net, and they put it over. And we really try and get them to see all the different types of plankton.
Okay, Ed.
Catch it?
You're gonna grab the bottom. This part, we want to keep that up.
They get the net, we drag it in the water, and when they bring it back, there's hundreds, thousands of these little microscopic organisms.
And there's the second one. Oh, what did we get? What just fell out of that cup? Anyone see it?
Some plankton. Like, I can't see. It looks I don't know. I can't see. It looks like a whole bunch of pieces of dirt. I'm on the water right here, so I'm on.
Nice, thank you.
And there's a
Let's take a look at this for a second. What?
A squid. We got a jellyfish. A jellyfish.
Do you guys see the jellyfish in there?
No. That's a real jellyfish. Yeah.
This is a discovery scope, and it's used to help magnify the plankton samples. So we put the collection in here, and then they can look at the different types of plankton that we've caught by zooming in and out and focusing. Quiet time is when the 2 groups, the watches, come together, and the kids all sit down and we talk about how we're going to use our senses, and we identify what those senses are, and generally not using your voice at all.
Not infrequently, a lot of students say that that's their favorite part, which in today's busy world, I think it's nice to just have that bit of quiet.
So happens I am.
This is a beautiful example of our the area we live in. This is Portsmouth over here. This is Seavey Island, the naval shipyard, and this is Newcastle. It's a wonderful hands-on tool to work with the kids about learning human impact, so they have a really great visual. And we generally give pieces that look like factories, highways, bridges to connect New Hampshire to Maine, and then they can see for themselves how we are impacting our area and our environment.
When we're teaching the science station, what we need to do is get fresh samples of seawater, and we'll throw a bucket overboard, pick up some fresh seawater, and use that for science testing for salinity of the water and also the dissolved oxygen that's in the water.
Here, I'm going to start on this side. This is our refractometer, and what this does is it measures salinity. So a salinity is the amount of salt that's in the water. So how this works is you take some water, you put it on this piece here, and then you close it and you just look through it, and it will tell you how much salinity there is. It measures it in parts per thousand.
No, if you touch it, what's that?
We are going to talk about some really cool stuff. The saltwater tank and the lobsters, we usually try and keep a touch tank on board. First, we're going to look at this guy. What's this? It'll always have mussels and periwinkles and like rockweed in it, because I can get those around here. And then hopefully we'll usually have a lobster or a crab. We have a lobster pot that we have tried to catch some lobster in unsuccessfully thus far. So we've actually been going to the store and buying them because they're so cheap. But we don't tell the kids that. We show them our lobster pot, which we keep on the dock. But we'll try it again. Someone told me we had it too close to the wall, so we'll reevaluate our pot situation. You just want to look?
Wow!
No. Are you ready on the rails?
Ready on the rails! Okay, strike the bands.
Strike the band all the way.
Up on the poop deck, walking all about, there's the second mate, so steady and so stout. What he is thinking of, he doesn't know himself. He's wishing that the second mate would strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look out to windward, you can see it's gonna blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that he would hurry up and strike the bell.
It's an excellent program for getting students a hands-on experience of the rivers.
I think that schools should come, because I think it's a great opportunity for students to really get hands-on in their environment.
It's just so hands-on and interactive, and this boat is unique, and it's unique to our area, so it's something that they can really be proud of. It is so much fun for the kids.
It's good because it promotes stewardship and a love of the oceans, the waters, the rivers, and how all of our waters are connected and tied together.
You know, all of the kids are very engaged when they get out here. And it gives you an opportunity to talk about maritime history, things you see on the shoreline. There's all sorts of little learning opportunities that come up that we try to take advantage of when they happen.
It's really an experience sailing a Gundalow that you can't get anywhere else.
Hey guys,
right now.
on this side of the boat.
Eating time.
Oh, get up.
Oh, we're going up there. Oh, good, yeah. Where's my bag? I honked the horn. I was going to yell land ho, but we learned everything about apple juice. It was awesome. Yeah. We learned stuff. It was awesome. It was the best thing in the world.